Where will Bradley Beal end next season? Um, Probably not as a Washington Wizard. There's been several trade ideas, trade rumors surrounding Bradley Beal. It happens pretty much every offseason, but for whatever reason, this year it seems real because last season he just wasn't engaged. Every time he would get hurt, there would be rumors like he wasn't trying to get back to the game and everything. He also was in interviews talking about how he doesn't necessarily resonate with his teammates because they don't work hard enough. And it's just at that point when he has to make a choice. It's either do you want to stay home where you're comfortable at, get your bag, or try and compete for a championship? He's closing in on 30. He's still good. He can help a lot of teams out there, but if he stays on the Wizards, it's safe to say that he's never going to compete again for a championship if he ever did in his NBA career. Hell, he might keep on missing the playoffs the way the East is shaping up. So the only problem with Bradley Beal, because the man can do everything on the court. He can score with the best of them. He can hunt mismatches. He can do some guard ball handling, playmaking. He can even guard when he's actually locked in. He can be a solid defender. So the man can do it all. He's pretty high IQ, pretty efficient, everything. So who wouldn't want Bradley Beal on this squad? The only problem is that the man will make $50 million a year. And at that money, I don't know if personally I would want Bradley Beal on my squad. Not for 50 mil. For 30, sure. 50, hell no. Hell no. It's like more than a third of the NBA cap space that's allowed. So that's a huge sacrifice. So when people were talking about getting Bradley Beal, I immediately thought about a few teams that could actually use him. The Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia Sixers, the Miami Heat, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Warriors. Those were the first teams that popped in my mind. But then I was like, man, for 50 mil, so for him to go to the Lakers, it's either you completely gut down the whole roster or you have to trade Brown or AD. So ain't no point. So the Lakers, out of there. Clippers, same stuff. You either got to trade Kawhi or PG to actually make the salaries work because you got Norman Powell that's getting money. Russ, they have to bring him back. They're talking about the hometown discount. That's hilarious, but he's still going to require at least 10 mil. And I can keep going. So the Clippers are out of there unless they're tired of Kawhi type of injuries or anything. But I don't think PG and Bradley Beal are competing for a chip. So you might as well stay packed. Who else I said? The Celtics. The Celtics are interesting because Jaylen Brown is pretty much scheduled to make the Supermax. So the question is, do you believe Jaylen Brown is actually better than Bradley Beal? And that's a very close call for me. But when it's that close of a call, you wanna prioritize continuity, in my opinion. So if I'm Boston, I'm not getting to the Bradley Beal sweepstakes. And then that leaves us with Miami. And Miami, for in my opinion, is the teams that makes the most sense. You pack up Kyle Lowry, you pack up Duncan Robinson, you pack up Tyler Hero, although it's been rumored that they're trying to get him to stay. But Tyler Hero, you're out of there, if you mean. And even Max Strus, if necessary. You pack up all these guys and you get Bradley Beal. And then you have a big three, and then you still have a little bit of money to go get these role players, or they get some stuff through the draft, these undrafted players, you keep them, and then you run it back. And the Miami Heat with some star power is actually a very, 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 very scary team in the East, in my opinion. But the team that's been rumored to actually be really out there when it comes to Bradley Beal is the Phoenix Suns. And that, again, like, I feel like every time I talk about the Phoenix Suns, I say the same stuff. It's like these guys don't want to learn. Because if you're going to get Bradley Beal at 50 mil, that means that your starting five is going to be KD, Book, Bradley Beal. So far, so good, right? And then a bunch of... They're going to have to grab some fans at this point. Like, the money just won't match. It won't work. You can't do that. You won't have any depth whatsoever out there. You probably have to get rid of DA to make the salaries match. I'm not sure about that, but you probably have to do that. They're talking about trading Chris Paul. Maybe you trade Chris Paul and Andre Shamet, but still, the depth, man. Like, a team like that, a team so top heavy, all it takes is one injury and it's over. So it's gonna be either so much pressure on the big three or big four, whatever you want to call it, in the regular season to actually go out there and perform night in and night out. So they're gonna get injured for the regular season, and then they come to the playoffs and they're either tired or they don't have chemistry. So it's either gonna be that, or in the playoffs it's gonna be just like against the Nuggets. The starters will do the job, and every time one guy steps off the floor, they get blown out, and then they just lose. I just don't get the Phoenix Suns, man. Like, go for some depth and get rid of Chris Paul and actually work at actually building a solid roster that makes sense. Stop hunting for superstars. Like, you have arguably a top 3 duo in this league. So, man, just build around that. So, yeah, I hope Bradley Beal gets to the Miami Heat. In my opinion, this is the squad that makes the most sense. The Milwaukee Bucks would be pretty nice, too, if you're able to actually trade Chris Middleton for Bradley Beal, because I believe Bradley Beal is definitely better than Chris Middleton, and you pretty much let Giannis dominate for 45 minutes and you let Bradley Beal close. They would be formidable. With Bradley Beal, Jrue Holiday, and Chris Middleton, oh man, they would be scary. But if it's not the Bucks, it's the Heat, or no one, in my opinion. The Warriors, nah, because you don't want to trade away Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole. I know Jordan Poole was awful, but the man is only 23, and probably Kuminga. That's a lot, in my opinion, for Bradley Beal. So yeah, these are the two teams, the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks, in my opinions. But hey, it looks like he might end up on the Suns, and if he ends up on the Suns, man, I'm calling it right now. They're not winning the championship, either because of injuries or either because they're too top heavy. So yeah, these are my thoughts about the Bradley Beal sweepstakes. Get in the comment section, give me your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why? And where do you want to see Bradley Beal next season? It's been your boy. Appreciate you guys for checking me out, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.